Tina. This is To the Inner Wild. Welcome back to my Light and Love crew. All others, you know what to do. Just run on off. Okay, that's karma's gonna bite you. Anyway, I don't know where to start today. There's gonna be a lot, but Spirit doesn't set you up for failures, just lessons, that's all. Lessons and rewards. So that's what we're focusing on today. I contemplated on what content I was going to bring out, and I don't know, do I care what males think about me? I mean, I think that would answer a lot of questions. That would be like the general baseline to like what would to other questions. Okay, so just give me a second here. Can't forget to wear my rebirth necklace. There's a lot of interference, so let's make sure that we wear that. Okay, now we're gonna do this deck with minus like a few other cards from a previous reading because I said so. So, Spirit will deliver whatever it is that Spirit wants to relay. With or without, the sum of the whole. And that's the truth of the matter. Some people are benched. I got the Fool card twice yesterday. Oh, look at that. 5 of Pentacles. We're halfway there. Yeah. So what this tells me, what this feels like right now, is that, we're closed off for construction because we're letting some things heal. We're letting some things happen organically. We don't want people messing with our holes. But you know what? That's just basically what's happening there. Okay? Okay, that flew on top of some receipts and paperwork. And what is that? The Queen of Cups. Hello! I think this is the first time I've had the Queen of Cups from this deck. Ooh. It looks like there's blood dripping out of her hand into the cup. So it's just an amount of like sacrifice to give back to self, to know like, hey, people expect a lot out of you. The world expects a lot. Okay, but you got to step away when you need to, and just like this is a heavy commitment, whatever this thing is. So I'm about, Spirit said, do the dang thing. And there's a lot of me time still available, and not to compromise that. That's what Spirit said. Like, we don't even need to look anybody in the eye. We don't need to prove anything, even our validity of having to make eye contact. Like, what we've already given is a lot of respect. So we've already paid it forward. Okay. Because I'm like, I got the Fool card twice after I reaffirmed that I successfully, like, I worded it as successfully terminating my my lawyer, and I think that was a test, okay, because I've got the Fool card like in reversal several times, but this was the marker because there were many opportunities, like windows of opportunities for corrections, and see, a fly. One of those little flies that just came forward right here. Fuck off, Yeah, so, what did we want to say here? Well, I think it was a test to see whether or not I would stay committed to a relationship where I trusted in an entity, and they, even with several red flags, even with, having to approach it with like such niceties and like, oh, well, maybe I'm not, making doing the calculations right. I just want to make sure my math is right. So this more Marsden calculator, I just want to make sure. You can tell they were just fucking around. You can tell. I do not mind, because I can go ahead and I went through the figures with the lawyer 3 times, all 3 different calculations. He didn't know what he was doing. And by far it was a huge difference. So the spirit says, like, don't question yourself when it comes to these things. Like, you can question certain things, but don't question yourself, your credibility and putting together the paperwork. Like, I spent hours and days. You know how much, if I billed at his rate, that would be a $10,000 document right there. Freaking kidding me. Everything follows true what I've already did divination on, and there's no protection for him to say like, oh, I reject that. That's blah blah blah. No, because in divination you can go ahead and like not accept certain things, but like what I'm doing, like nobody's ever really here. And this is primarily like what's happening, and we're just supposed to learn from each other for the highest good. That's the way things are programmed here. And so, yeah, Spirit wanted to challenge me to see, like, once you see all of these things, like, it doesn't matter what kind of title he has, like, okay, let me tell you, let's just scoot back for a second. When I realized that having his services was very similar to the idea of purchasing a Louis Vuitton kind of branded thing, Louis Vuitton bag, this was after the voluntary settlement conference, because I saw how like he not just misrepresented me, but did not represent certain things when I gave particular evidence. And so, what's cutting out? Okay. The Empress in reverse, yeah. So, like, this is the Empress in the underworld. Holy smokes. What the... Yeah, shining her light brightly. She knows who she is. She's got the mirror right there. Does, like, the... What do you call it? The dark night of the soul through the black mirror. Constantly. Therefore, she sees, she can scry into, and read into all sentience. So, without block, see right through the darkness. Wow, that's interesting. Oh my goodness. Jeez. What? Okay, let's put that down. So, look, the devil in reverse too. Right behind her. Holy smokes. Anyway. Do we want to share the bottom of the deck? Oh. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, like going into the fear, like lack mindset, type of role where you entrust somebody. This was like after the voluntary settlement conference. When I saw how the judge interacted with him, like I thought, okay, well, I got my people respond to brands. Okay, cool, But then I realized, coming from my last job, like how fake those connections were. And like, I don't know what their background is, but I know energy when I see energy, when I'm shown energy. Come on. And like, I don't care if, like, okay, how do I say it? Angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages. My chakras, my auras, my space. Please. Thank you. My messages, of course. So, Spirit says that if they are offended, regardless of whatever position they're in, they're not above spiritual law, which means spiritual law also manifests into this world. And, you know, oh, my stomach is like doing that thing again. Like somebody's disgruntled, of course. But that's them. That's not me. That's them. You gotta remember that. And so, like, I'm doing Spirit's work. And even if I dropped like the 15 to 20,000 and they say that it's indisputable and won't honor certain things, I get all of that back. At least double time. And you know what happens with them? It's the payback. What is it? The big payback. They might get their immediate gratification, of course. And getting something about certifications, like revoked or something like that. I'm hearing, when I said gratifications, I heard certifications, and then, yeah. So, you know, time will, you know, things will show itself for itself. You know, I planted my seed and they're potent. So, what to? Do I want to say males or men? Because I have no interest in what boys think of me. You know, the ones that are not grown. I mean, I don't know. I think the like boys in the current state, like the new generation, I think they're open to learning. So I have no question about them. But the boys that are grown by age, like, no interest in them. So I want to think about my positive, like, best opportunities. Or instead of saying males, we're gonna say men. What do men, like, think of me? We're gonna go do it like that. So we already set the precedence here. The Empress in disguise as the Queen of Cups. The Empress being in highest power, having to be in, you know, facing the underworld and connecting with the underground. So already they believe me to be highly intuitive and not just sacrificial, like, but also heavily committed. Yeah, so heavily committed that the Empress partition within me is like humbled, like it's in disguise. Justice in reverse. This is crazy. You see, this is like, you know, poltergeist type of activity, right? They see that, like, I could, you know, creep up into their space. But here, it's like turning their world upside down. They see that, like, it all of a sudden the color is lost and it turns into gray. The scene turns gray. But the, like, awesome thing about this is that justice is coming. It's a reminder that things that, like, you know, times that, moments that you want to avenge, portions of your life that you want to avenge. And I show them how, by creeping up into their space, but not like as some, like, creepy, like, I'm up on the ceiling kind of thing. You see the ceiling fan right there. But, like, I turn their world upside down so they, like, it's at a level, like, I am speaking with them. It's a more intimate experience where the divine, it might be like a little disturbing, but because my stomach did the thing, but it's much more digestible when it's like 1-to-1, you know, where like I'm crawling into their space almost, not just creeping, like that's creeping, right? So they hear the voice of justice, right? Okay. They see me as crone energy, and they can't put quite put like the name to the face. Like something doesn't match as far as energy, but they know that this is correct in its arrival. Okay. Strength in reverse. So men see me as like a personal trainer. Okay. Need some strength training in some areas. And a lot of people will not critique nor suggest nor assist in when it comes to approaching or relaying someone's soft spots, someone's weak points. So I don't just audit, but I assist within recovery. I told you, I've helped with business continuity programs. I've achieved success in launching it at headquarters, you know, within a prestigious community in Orange County. So I'm just telling you, like, this is great because strength after justice, come on. We have 2 major arcana in grays. Oh, life in gray. That's the song there. Point, point. Oh, point, point. That's funny. That's cool. Okay. And then we have 2 of Cups kind of accentuated. And the 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. How do men see me? There's like a secret trust going on here. They know that they can trust like that bond with me. That the cup overflow with, you know, like it's when somebody like shoots out of the water after a dive. That's basically it. They're eager to connect because they know that it's solid. It's a sacred, like a sacred secret promise where it, you know, you go back into like the 6 of Cups energy, which is like this is threefold, you know, where we go back in the day, that kind of special bond. Yeah, and you know, like with men, they don't have to sweat it with me. Like they don't have to, like they just, if they have to sweat anything, it's kind of like their journey keeping up, you know. And so as far as like having to worry about me, they don't have to. They don't have to. This is like Inception almost. Like he's like floating in the air. It's just kind of this dream state where but you're not bothered. Like you're near possible threats, but because of this union, they're not bothered by, like, they don't feel threatened. Yeah. Okay, there's that one. The Magician muted. Okay. They see that I'm very private. Men see that I'm very private when it comes to my like magician's qualities, that suit that I wear. They see that it's very much an introverted portion of me where, like, not everybody needs to know, but at the same time I'm not afraid of like revealing it while like I'm chill, like laying down. Yeah. See, there's another. Get out of here. Fuck. Give me a second. See, these flies come up like everywhere. Dude. Seriously. So, I didn't want this to be like a long ass read, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So what do men think about me? They also are reminded of their own, you know, the sacredness of power. That you don't need to be like, hey, stomp, 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 like fee, fi, fo, fum. You know, I've got the magician's thumb, you know, green thumb anyway. So, we don't need to do that. We already know. We already are. Come on. Grow up. Yes. So, we remind other men that the power that they hold is like they don't have to be egoic about it. They just have it. Okay, and then the Star pronounced, and Knight of Swords pronounced, and Ace of Cups muted. What do men think about me? That what I speak is star quality. Like my throat chakra was banging. Like, what? Yeah, like awesome. That's just awesome. Knight of Swords. That like I'm quick to slay when it comes to like what is spoken. Yeah, you see, it's like their intestines at the mouth, so it's like I like puke, like, bleh. And so it doesn't matter like what like I have like no regard really what people think. Like what I have to say is what I, not primarily what I have to say, but on behalf of the divine. So like I'm not gonna like skirt around certain things. It just, I'm supposed to. Okay. Yeah. We have, they're saying that I help digest, what do I say? Yeah, help with like the digestion of it. Like it's thorough. Do you see? It doesn't, it spills over here, but it's like also all the way up to there. It reminds me of that little description of the orchid in one or two like past my reads. This is the first time that I've gotten this too. It's crazy. Yeah, but I'm quick to and sharp in communicating. That, you know, I may not be like eloquent. You see, like that it does spill us like all over the place, but like that's so minor compared to what is conveyed. You see. So what I convey, it's like when you cough or sneeze, all these things come out or whatever, and it's airborne. Instead of it being a virus, it's a lot of hope. That's what it's saying here. That sometimes I don't even know how much I help people. Help them in anyway. Okay, Ace of Cups, to bring a lot of love. That's all there is to it. It's refreshing. Personally, you can say I'm personally refreshing. I create a big splash when it comes to that. Like, that equates to this. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Okay. What do men think about me? Five of Pentacles. Oh, there's another one. Okay, Five of Pentacles in reverse. I remind them of like black mindset, where it can take you ultimately downward. But you know, it's not just like a fear mindset, like accentuating the lack mindset, because fear is lack mindset based, so it's not accentuating that, right? We're not adding more fear to this. It's more like not just where fear can take them, but where they can go from lack mindset, which is, this is looking like a shield to me. You know, like, just like that. Throw them bows, you know? Anyway, oh, shoot. Okay, the Moon card muted, accentuated the Devil, accentuated in the Tower, accentuated. But with all this loving stuff, like, there's reason for it. You see this? All the mystery that comes up between, like, the vices and, addictions, whatever, like, the varying degrees of it. Even, like, behaviors, attitudes, not just the tangible stuff, or even love, or, anger, just the accentuated forms of, like, lack mindset, like making up for lost whatevers. And then the Tower. Like in an interview, I was saying something about like how maybe I'm making up for lost time when it comes to like I'm feeling like I should have accomplished this. I mean, this is like too much, but and that's why I work hard and challenge myself to do this and that. That's what drives me. So I was just being honest. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, no, I did, but it was just I didn't care for the niceties of going through like the cookie cutter motions of interviews. Like people go through them so many times. They want to know if you fit. You're like authentically, do you fit? You know? Not just the paper, you know? So the tower is accentuated. So I help people make their decisions, and you see that growth pattern coming from there? It's moving from the mystery of things like to and manifestation. That's really what that is. Manifestation from making executive decisions, and facing like fears, facing the vices. Well, that's what men think about me. So I get up into their feels, obviously, but this also means like, gosh, they're very drawn to me. It's the same energy. They understand it. They are like, you go to other readers and they'll be like, oh, they're blown away by you. Yeah, no, I mean like they're blown away. This is accentuated. They're blown away like a freaking cannon. Like it just hit them. Very drawn, like highly coveted for sure. But it's not just like the looks and the it's the whole package, let me tell you. It's like the devil wants to make us steal, like it's the steal for it, like that's interesting. But yeah, I'm very drawn. This is volcanic. This is a volcanic cannon. But it's almost like UFO like. You see how the bricks are rising? Okay. Pause due to poor connection. 10% battery. Voicemail. 20% battery. It's crazy. So, here we go. Those interruptions. Yeah. So, we've got that. And then the bottom of the deck, we help them get out of being stuck. That's what's going on there. Okay, and my stomach. Wow, you guys. Rising. All right, now this reading is officially over because I only have 10% battery. I don't know if I can do the other stuff. I gotta do my stuff too. Maybe I'll do a part 2. I don't know. But thank you to all my supporters, all my sponsors, because this is a timeless energy reading. And I appreciate all of your donations and light and love. And I think that's it for now. Yeah. Okay, so upon closing the portals, I send all energies back. Send them all back. Okay? Scoot, scoot, scoot. With your appropriate karma due. In all aspects. Send that karma back to their appropriate persons. Send them all back. In light and love. And I close all portals now.